I'm genuinely excited about signs of safety coming into Tameside, and that starts with the social worker in me. I was thrilled to attend one of the first sessions about bringing signs of safety into the borough, because it reminded me all about why I went into social work in the first place. And its focus on relationship-based practice, the focus on a strengths-based approach, and in many ways just reminding ourselves of what basic good practice is all about. But of course, from a strategic point of view, I'm excited as well, because I think our service really needs a clear practice framework. We need a Tameside way of doing things that runs consistently through the work that social workers are doing directly with families, through the conversations they're having with supervisors in supervision, right through into panel discussions and the kind of conversations that we're having at the leadership team. So I think signs of safety gives us that framework. It gives us an opportunity to be talking the same language in a way that is all focused on strength-based work with families. So I hope that as you get to attend the training, that you'll find it as exciting and inspiring and motivating as I have. And I hope that you'll feel confident to go out and try and use the techniques, use the tools that Signs of Safety provides. Don't be afraid of a bit of trial and error. Whenever we do something new, we don't always get it right the first time. You've got my permission to go and do that. Because together we will be making more of a difference for families going forward, and Signs of Safety will be the underpinning framework to help us do that.
This is a really exciting time for Tameside with our implementation of the Signs of Safety. And what's really exciting for us is that this is going to be a whole system approach. It's going to be done collaboratively with our partners, and we are going to have a common language and a common thread through how we work with children and families across the whole threshold, from early intervention right the way through into our child protection services. This will enable families to absolutely understand the support that is being offered and how we deliver that through common themes right the way through, so it's consistent and it'll affect really important change. We know it's a really challenging time, and we are really going to invest in supporting our staff right the way across the whole of children's services, including health and schools and our key partners, and give them the opportunity to be able to develop their skills and deliver this together with families on a real strength-based approach, and ensuring that our families are going to get the right things at the right time and achieving the goals that they need.
So I think Signs of Safety is really important and exciting change for Tameside. I've worked here a while now. We've not had a consistent practice model, and I think what's important about Signs of Safety is it moves us away from the processes and the systems and being driven from that side of things and the more management side, and it puts us back into working with families, and that being the most important aspect of the way we work with families. I think it's really important that it's relationship-based practice, and it's about giving the giving families the expert position in their lives, and then being able to contribute more effectively to the work that we do, rather than it being something done to them. I also think it's quite exciting for practitioners to have that, and that we all will share that way of working rather than kind of working in separate silos. And for those that are really keen on it, there's an opportunity to be a practice lead, and I think that's really important in terms of people's own development as well.
So for me, Signs of Safety, I think it's, for me it screams empowerment for families. It empowers families to make decisions by themselves, so they can come up with a plan that they think it works for them. So for me, signs of safety is more of like a strength-based model. So you focuses on the strength of the family rather than leaning on the negative and looking more on their faults. It gives a voice to parents, to families, to children that we work with. I also think that it also gives a responsibility to each and every professionals that's working with family, as well as the families themselves. So for me, that means all professionals coming up with an idea and with a plan for the family.
I was really excited to find out that Tameside were going to bring signs of safety model into their working practice for children's services. I've used signs of safety model in another area and found that it was one of the most powerful models to bring about change with many, many families. We all aim for outcomes that we work with our children and families, and many times we find that process, procedures get in the way, whereas this practice model was a safe working model that empowered families to bring about their own change with the support of agencies. Signs of safety focuses on not only what the worries are, you know, why we work with the family, but actually their strengths. And it's usually the strengths and the support around the family that actually bring about change. Signs of safety as well it brings massive benefits for the workers that are working with that model. Every family and child that we work with is unique, and our primary focus is to keep the child at the centre of the work we do. And sometimes when there's lots going on with families, lots of issues and things that they need to discuss, sometimes the children get forgotten. But this model keeps the child at the centre. So when we're working on the strengths with the family and how they're working as a family and with the children, and then we talk about the worries, it helps them understand what the worries are and helps them make a plan to bring about change to reduce that worry. I think for workers as well, it improves their confidence at working with families. Like I've already said, every case is unique. It helps them put plans together for their families with them rather than us telling families what to do. I think it's a really powerful model that improves skills of workers in respect of confidence, the relationship-based working with families, and also it's a strength-based model that works really well.